Hello again, peoples. Doing an update for the vegetables in the garden. We've had a few days of crazy weather. Had a whole week when I planted into the beds of 30-degree weather with 40-degree humidity, and then sun for a few days, but then rain on and off for I don't know how many days, which I guess is good for the plants, but it would be nice to get some sunshine. Anyways, so I'm going to show you what is going on with them, what has survived, what is flourishing, and everything else. So at the back here, the watermelons are doing amazing. These are the watermelons. See, this one's actually trailing already. It's awesome. Those are the other plants. All of them doing well. All of them survived the transplant and doing amazingly well. The cantaloupe too. I notice all the melons are doing really well. I guess they really like the heat. First time growing watermelon, cantaloupe, and cucumber. So these are the cantaloupes. Once again, trailing. You can see little tendrils there. If you can go, there it is. Little tendrils. So they're doing very well as well. Haven't really seen any slug damage yet, but it's still early in the game. And the rain seems to be washing away the slug bait, so I need to put out more, but still doing well. This one, this is the pak choi. Some are doing good, some didn't survive the transplant, but that's to be expected for transplanting when they're young. None of the kale, well, maybe one kale, has survived, but I do have backups still on the grow stand, so I can put out I can plant and replace the ones that we lost here. The lettuce as well, not that great. The seeds that I planted though, they came up. The kangkong seems to love this weather. They're doing awesome. I don't know how big or bushy they're supposed to get before you can do a harvest. And these are cut and come again, so I can clip. And as long as I don't cut too close to the ground, they're supposed to keep on growing. So that's good to know. This is the whole bed of the kangkong. And you can see how like bushed out they are. So like I said, they're doing really well. This is all new growth up top. It's insane. First casualties, the snow peas. So I don't think these guys are going to go anywhere. Still have some green leaves on the end, so it's still trying, but I don't think it's going to do that great. None of these. But I direct sowed 2, 4, 6, about 8 seeds in each one of these. So, and apparently you can do that in June. It'll be a late harvest, but we'll see what happens. Not entirely sure what's going on with the choy sum. These ones are doing well. Awesome. But then I have these. I don't know if this is just ants bringing in other seeds. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I don't think I planted more seeds here. So I have to go in here and kind of clean up. The carrots are kind of hit or miss, sporadic. Those little sprouts over there are seeds. So yeah, these things, because as I said, I interspersed carrot seeds in the middle here. The pepper plants, I think they're still trying to establish. They're not doing the greatest, but they haven't died off either. So that's good. And over here, the tomato plants. So the cherry tomatoes are doing really well. I'm going to have to start pruning the lower stems so that these leaves aren't touching the ground and making them healthy, but you can see how thick and firm the stalks are, so they're doing really well. The Morande is doing good. This Cayman doesn't seem to be doing that great. If it doesn't do much better in the coming days, I also have a backup inside to do. Pepper plants as well. This actually is pushed out another leaf, so that's good. I wasn't sure if it was going to survive, but like I said, just like on the other bed, they're still establishing. The Mirande and Cayman over here are doing much better. The cherry ones are small over here, but the tomatoes in general are doing really well. And finally over here, the cucumbers are taking off like you wouldn't believe. See, tendrils there. Oop, that guy's wrapped already, so he's really ready to grow. So it looks like the cucumbers are going to do really well. The cilantro I was kind of worried about because we have some die-off, so I need to prune this as well. But we have sprouts up top. I'm going to try to keep it in check though. I don't know if this is going to bolt. It might because of all the, like I said, we had about 2 weeks of really hot weather here, so we'll see what happens. The oregano, the leaves are getting bigger, but they're not doing that well. Well, I wouldn't say they're not doing that well. They're just not really doing much. So really don't know where that's going to go. And finally, the eggplant. This one's kind of okay. That one doesn't look that great, and that one doesn't look that great either. I do have backups of these as well. So there's still some hope for the season. Like I said, weather hasn't been the best, but the kangkong, the cucumbers, the melons are doing the best. The tomatoes aren't doing bad either, so that's interesting to see. It would be very interesting. Yep, still haven't laid down the mulch in between the beds, but like I said, the weather hasn't been good to do any kind of yard work outside. Got an oscillating sprinkler that covers the whole bed area, although I haven't really needed it with the rain, but it's good to have. The impact sprinkler wasn't really doing it, so this does a good job of covering the whole beds. Next year, or a project for the end of the growing season, would be to run water lines to each one of the beds so that we have drip irrigation, so we're really being efficient with the watering. But that's another project for another time. There you go, quick update in the garden.